Hey you guys, it's Keoshia and welcome back to another monthly reset. This is the first reset. No, it's not. Jesus, Keoshia. It's the second reset. It's the second reset of 2025. So we're going to talk about the longest month of every single year, which is January, of course. So if you guys enjoy my monthly resets, make sure you guys go ahead and grab your notebooks, your laptops, your phones, your pens, paper, coffee, tea, water, all the things you need, and let's go ahead and jump into this month's reset video. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the reset. As you guys know, I use an app called Notion in order to track my monthly goals and what I want to achieve and all things I want to do. It's digitally is much easier for me, but if you like notebooks, pen, and paper, please by all means make sure you pull that stuff out. So how my monthly resets are set up is I go over my January goals. We look at what I want to achieve in January and we determine whether or not, or I tell you guys whether or not I achieved it. And then we do a monthly reset. So I ask myself 3 questions every single month to kind of figure out, where I'm growing and going in the month and how I feel at the end of the month. And then we'll go ahead and talk about February's goals and what I want to achieve in the month of February. And then we'll talk about my monthly favorites. So if that sounds like something you guys want to see, then keep on watching. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into January. I always have it on my phone, so we're going to just use the phone today. Sorry, my face is itchy. We're just going to use the phone today. So like I said, I have all of my goals in Notion. This is kind of what the page looks like. I have personal goals and I have business goals. So personal is just me, myself, my family, friends, whatever. Business is YouTube. It's the only business that I have at the moment. And so those are the 2 areas of my life that I like to look into, and then I break down my personal goals even further than YouTube. YouTube don't have a different goals or different categories, only my personal at the moment. But not to say that it won't eventually have things. For right now, it doesn't. Okay, so for personal goals, let's talk about our finances. I said pay off debt. It was more like pay down debt, which I did. I do that every single month because I am trying to get my credit cards paid off so I can start saving more money and stop actually using them for things that I didn't budget for. Ask me how I did in January. Don't ask me how I did in January. Second, pay Jalen's school bill. It is paid, but her father still owes me money. So I paid it, but I'm still waiting for my refund, okay? But we did pay it. Bills paid. She didn't get kicked out of the dorm. They let her in class. Because, baby, at her school, they don't play. They be like, baby, if you don't pay by the first day of school, you going to be unenrolled automatically. Like, they don't even give you 5 days. They don't give you no leeway. They be like, unenrolled. Dorm kicked out. Like, they don't play. So I'm not trying to have my baby embarrassed that part. So we paying them bills. We had to fill out her FAFSA. Hopefully this year we filled it out quick enough in order to get a little bit extra money. I am kind of upset because she knew she could fill out this form to get for her school to go find her more scholarship money based on how she filled out the form, and the girl didn't fill out the form. She didn't fill out the form. These children act like money grow on trees and we just have endless pockets. I'm like, really, Jalen? Really, child? So I'm still kind of, teed about that, but nothing can be done now. No buy year. I didn't buy nothing in the month of January. I didn't buy nothing. Not nothing. I ain't buy no shoe. I ain't buy no sock. I ain't buy no pants, no shirts, no nothing. I gave away way more than I bought. Then I gave away everything. I didn't buy anything. I think the only thing that I bought was like this, and I think I bought that yesterday or either Friday. I don't know what day it was. I think I bought it yesterday. It was just a little thing for my laptop, for my work laptop, to have the 3 screens. But that's something I needed. But I haven't bought anything in the month of January. I'm proud of myself. I did go out to eat a lot. Okay, did do some spending money on the eating out, but I didn't buy nothing. All right, you guys. So moving on to family and friends. So for family and friends, I helped Alicia set up her new office space. If you guys don't know who Alicia is, you're new here. She's the bestie. We met some years ago at some little I used to do a black blogger event, and I met her there, and we've been friends ever since. And so She moved into a new office space. If you guys don't know, she owns a fedora and jewelry line, and it's called the Living Village Collection. And she's moved a couple times. So she had it in her house, then she moved to a little office, then she moved back to her house, then she moved to a little studio, then she moved back to her house. So then now she's back in another space because she's growing, but she's in denial. I try to tell her, child, just go on to get the warehouse ready for 2026 because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need the warehouse, okay? Because this little space here, by the end of the year, you're gonna be busting at the seams. So she don't listen to me though. But I be trying to tell her. But anyway, I helped her out. It looks good. Y'all should have seen it in the vlog. Ooh, checked out the wrong one. Y'all should have seen it in the vlog. It looks amazing. The new video of like more that she's done comes out, I think, next Friday, if I'm not mistaken, but you'll see that in a minute. And then Book Club Sunday. Book Club Sunday was absolutely stunning. Baby, that sapphire. We wore sapphire for our 5th anniversary of the book club. The book club has been in existence for 5 years. I've been a member for the whole 5 years. And to know that I have been going to book club for 5 years, reading books for 5 years, knowing these women for 5 years is absolutely amazing. Everybody in the book club is so nice. I love all of the interaction we get and everything. And when we show up for theme, if y'all ain't never seen my book club Sunday vlogs, we show up in theme, okay? When I say we be killing it and folks be trying to imitate, you can imitate, but you can't be the original, okay? We the original. Our book club's top tier, okay? Top tier. I love it. All right, so moving on to home. Declutter the master bedroom. Yes, we did it, y'all. We did it, man. Y'all know I had a lot of stuff in this bedroom. I had a lot of stuff in this bedroom, particularly the closet, the nightstands, and the bathroom were the worst of it all. And I went through this whole month of January, I went through something every single day. I decluttered something, threw something away, gave something away, donated something, whatever the case may be. And now I just feel so light and airy when I come into this space. Like I just feel this weight lift. If you guys don't know, clutter, I discovered a while ago that I remember I used to come in, and I'll digress a little bit from the thing, but I just kind of got to give you guys background. But I come from a family that is borderline hoarders. Some of them are, and some of us are on our way. And I felt like I was on my way probably a couple years ago, like 2018, 2019, I did like the KonMari Fly Lady thing, and I decluttered my whole house and kind of did this same kind of thing, but I didn't maintain it. I started collecting things again, and I started getting more stuff, and I started stuffing papers here and stuffing this in this drawer, stuffing it over there. And out of sight, out of mind is not always right. It's out of sight, out of mind for others because they can't see. But when you open a drawer, when you open up a cabinet, I could still feel the walls closing in on me because I knew there was stuff everywhere. And so I just decided this year, if you guys don't know, my word of the year is less. God gave me that word. He was like, less stuff, less spending of frivolous money, less consumption, less of, scrolling, less of a lot of things, and, more of praising him, more of reading his word, more of appreciating what you got, more of, taking care of the things that you have. You don't always need more and more and more to have a great life. And I've always never been a material person, but I feel like the more stuff I get, the more I'm kind of feeling that way. And I don't want to be that person. Like, I rather do things and go places with my money than spend it on stuff that I'm not even using. So we got to stop with the spending of stuff. So that's kind of my thought process on that. Sorry to digress, but I wanted to let y'all know. So for travel, we ain't do no travel. We weren't going nowhere, doing nothing, seeing nothing. Okay. So achieve that. Don't spend no money on travel, Keoshia. All right. And then personal is a pretty long list. And usually y'all know I don't really do a lot of personal things, but 2025 is going to be personal for me. And I feel like I'm going to be doing more personal things in 2025, and God's willing. But I want to do more personal things, more things for me, more experiences, and they don't have to be big and huge and cost a lot of money. It just have to be stuff that I want to do. So journal 3 times a week. I was able to journal 3 times a week. If you guys don't know, I got my dream planner, which is the Hobonichi Cousins. I didn't want to get it because it was $63. It's expensive. And I was like, you pay $63, you don't use it. You waste the money, Keoshia. But surprisingly, I have used it. I think I've only missed maybe 5 or 6 days out of the whole month, and maybe less than that. I'm not really sure. I'll give you an update in the upcoming vlog or something. Read my Bible every day. Now, I did not read my Bible the day, every day. The week of my colonoscopy, I kind of got off and I missed like a, sorry, I thought I heard something. I missed like a day or two. So I can't really check it off. I did make those days up, but I didn't read it every day. Like on that day, like I went to bed without reading it. So I guess I can't check it out. I feel so sad. Should I be sad? I mean, I went back and read it. I got back on track, but I didn't do it every day. So there's that. Use my Hobonichi planner 5 times a week. I definitely did that. I definitely journal at least 5 times out of the week. Even if I had to go back and back journal and remember all the stuff I did that day, I went back and did it. Set reading goals. I've set reading goals, but we not doing no reading goals this year. Last year I reached my reading goal, but it was forced. It was really, really forced because I made a goal and I didn't want to miss out on that goal, but it wasn't because I was enjoying reading books. I was reading books so I could reach that 4 to 3. Okay. Now the book, not saying the books that I read weren't good and that I didn't enjoy them, but I felt forced. I don't like to feel forced to do things. Like I go through my spells, but I don't want to read. I don't want to pick up a book. I just rather watch TV or watch YouTube or do something like that. And then I get spurts where all I want to do is read, and I won't even watch a TV. I won't even look at a YouTube. So I did not read 3 books in January. I did not read 1 book in January, not one. I didn't even read a book club book. That's how serious it was in January that I did not read. So yeah, that did not get. I set a goal for the year, but we ain't do no reading. We didn't read not damn book in January. So those were my goals for January. Let me know some of your goals for January, and did you actually achieve them? Are there some that you kind of want to modify or think more about, or just weren't passionate about it? Like I shouldn't even put it on the list. Reading them books, I shouldn't even put on the list because I knew I wasn't gonna do it. So I was trying to make myself do it, but so much for that. All right, you guys, so let's move on to the January monthly reflections. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I like to ask myself 3 questions, and I try to answer them as truthfully as possible and think about them. I don't look at them ahead of time. It's whatever comes to my mind, whatever is the first thing that comes to my mind, so that you guys know it's like a true thing and not rehearsed. Like y'all know I'm not about being prepared for stuff like this. I like for my videos to flow and to feel natural and what do you call it? Genuine. That's the word. So that's why I don't really do that. So memorable moments, highlight things you're proud of and anything you want to remember. So in the month of January, what do I want to remember? I love bringing in the new year with Alicia and her family and staying at the cabin. That was really, really nice, and hanging out with Jalen. I loved, what else did we do in January? I didn't really do much in January. I love that my therapist has encouraged me and helped me stick to setting boundaries at work. I'm very much that person who goes above and beyond even when I'm not appreciated, because I just want to. I'm just the type of person that if I know it's my responsibility, I know if it's something I need to do, that I can't leave it by the wayside. I can't be like malicious and just not do it because I'm like, you only pay me much, you ain't treat me nice, so I ain't gonna do it. And not to say that I'm doing that now, but my boundaries are, I get off at 4. Like, I'll stay late sometimes if I need to, if something's really important, but if it can wait till tomorrow, it's going to wait till tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about it when I get off at 4. I'm not going to check my phone when I get off at 4. I'm not going to check my phone when I'm on vacation. I'm not going to check emails. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to give them what they give me, and that is what you pay me for. Like, I'm not doing anybody's work anymore. I was really, really bad at like helping other teams, look at their build and go do all the research, and then I'll do all the research, and then because I did it all, they want to say that it's my responsibility even though it lives in their area. And so it kind of got me into the sticky situation of, it's not mine, but because I did all the research and know how to do it, I need to go ahead and do it or it won't get done, and then I feel guilty. So I'm just not even going to start. I'm not even going to start the research. I'm just going to say, I don't know. It's not in my area. I don't know what it is. You need to go do your own research and find out your own problems. So that's kind of where I am. And it's not to me, that's not, I know some people see that, well, you shouldn't do that. That's not, but you have to understand that people get paid to do their job like you get paid to do your job. And the people who don't do their job and get you to do it for them, while they're still getting paid, while they're not stressed out, while they're not staying late, while they're on vacation, you're stressing about things that don't even belong to you, that's not even in your job description. And that's the stuff that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about what I'm responsible for. I'm not talking about what my team is responsible for. I'm not talking about not helping my team members. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is helping people who don't want to do their job and are getting other people to do it. And that's that. So that's what I'm proud of, setting those boundaries. And I think I did really good in January in not being mean about it, not being nasty about it, not saying no, but just kind of saying, hey, I don't have the capacity to do your work for you. I have a lot of things going on. I'm gonna need you to do the research. And if you find there's something for me to do that's in my specialty, then let me know and I'll be glad to do it. But I can't do your job for you, basically. And not in those words, but in them words, so that they understood what I said, that part. What did I learn in January? What did I learn in January? I learned to set my boundaries and to stick to them and not feel guilty for sticking to them. With my job, with people, with family members, with whomever. If I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. If you make me feel some type of way and I don't want to be your friend anymore, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. Like, it's stuff like that. Now, this is not stuff that's actually happened, but this is what I'm meaning, and not feeling guilty. Because at my old ripe age of 45, I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I don't have to be around anybody I don't want to be around. I have lived on this earth for 45 years, and it is time for me. I'm going to be a good, I guess you call it, Christian woman and do what I need to do and not be nasty. But if I don't want to do something, I don't have to do it. You can't guilt trip me into it. All of that. I mean, I've always been that way, but I found myself kind of going back laxy days. I've never been a people pleaser, but I have been like a feel guilty about it or this type of stuff. And I just don't have to. If I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. It just is what it is. So that's what I learned. I love them boundaries and keep them, but you don't have to be nasty about it. What do I want to improve on? I want to improve on, I want to improve on keeping my space clean once I get it clean. Well, let's say clean, because sometimes you're going to be messy, right? Keeping my space decluttered and keeping everything that has a home, and not collecting things that I don't need. So I want to improve on not collecting things that I don't need. So therefore the no buy, and also putting things back where they belong. I was talking about it in the vlog that'll come out soon, and I was just like, hey, I gotta start putting the motto in my head: don't put it down, put it back. Don't throw it over the chair, hang it up. Like, don't kick your shoes off, put them in the closet. Like, I gotta start talking to myself and saying these things. Don't put it there, Keoshia. That's not where it lives. That's not its home. Put it back where it belongs. You know what I'm saying? And that's not gonna be every single night, but 9 times out of 10, I want to do it. Like the 10th time, maybe I'll get a little behind, and then we'll wake up on the 11th time and put everything back. But 9 times out of 10, I want to be in that mindset, especially in the spaces like this that I have decluttered already and they're already immaculate and everything has a home. There's no reason for me not to put it back if it has a home. Put it back in its home, Keoshia. Put it back. So that's what I want to improve on in January. All right, you guys. So that is my reflection for the month. Answer one of the questions down below, either a memorable moment, what you learned, or what you improved on. Let me know in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. And so let's go ahead and move on to February goals. All right. So here we are with February goals. Categories are still the same: personal goals, business goals. Personal goals are broke down into categories. For finance, pay down debt. That's always my thing. Pay Jalen's 2025 dorm application fee and for her renter's insurance. We've actually already done that, but that was one of my goals because we need to get that done or she won't go handle where to live when fall semester starts for 2025. So we went ahead and paid that. Restart my cash envelopes. It's February. Y'all, I've been spending money like nobody's business when it comes to eating out, and just swiping my card. And I gotta stop it. So we are going back to the cash envelope. If it ain't in that envelope, I can't go, I can't be there, I can't buy nothing, I can't have nothing. And so we just gonna have to either figure out what to do. So I'm gonna start back up my date night folder. So for the nights where, like for instance, next week, and it'll be on my personal on my fans and family, I'm actually going to a candlelight thing next week. I don't know if we'll be able to go to dinner, but I need to be able to have money to spend on that. That's outside of dining out. To me, that's more like a date night, whether I'm going with a girlfriend, whether I'm going by myself, whether I'm going with Jalen or whatever. I have got to start using my money. So we're going to start using back our cash envelopes. And if you don't know what that is, in an upcoming vlog, I'll kind of explain it to you guys, show you what my envelopes and stuff look like, but the OGs have already seen it. So for family and friends, my friend Ophelia's birthday is actually at the end of the month. We was talking this past week and she was like, oh, I wanted to go. I said, I think about going to the candlelight thing. Oh, she's like, oh, I wanted to go. Which one? I said, the one with Adele. She's like, but I don't think it's coming. I said, yeah, it's actually coming up this weekend and I wanted to go. And she was like, oh, I want to go too. So I bought it for her as a birthday present. So I bought us both tickets. That wasn't in the damn budget. See what I'm talking about? And so I bought her tickets because I want to go. She want to go. Hey, we're going to go together. Happy birthday. Book a lunch or dinner with my friend Erica. I have not seen her since last year and we need to get back together. We're not the type of friends who meet all the time and get together all the time. We'll text here and there, check up on each other, but usually we try to go out to eat a little bit more often than not. So I'm going to kind of reach out to her this month and see when she's available and make sure that we get that on the books. And then from home, we are decluttering the kitchen, you guys. We are decluttering the kitchen for February. I've already started. You'll see that in the upcoming vlog. I've already started. I started with a bunch of glassware and dishes, and I've already donated. They're already out of the house, and I already feel so much better, but it's a long way coming. It's always the chaos before the calm. So the kitchen's going to look a mess for a while, but when I get done, it's going to be perfect, right? So that's what we're doing in the home. And then for travel, I want to try to book a camping trip in February. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I got to kind of time it right. I was thinking this weekend and I forgot about the candlelight. Then the next weekend, Jalen's come home. So if I do it, it would have to be the weekend after Valentine's. So they'll give me a time to see if I can actually do it, book somewhere, find somewhere to go. So I want to try to do a camping trip. And it depends on the weather too. It can't be rainy or cold. I don't feel like being bothered. I need some good 60, 65, 56 weather, that type of stuff. And then for personal, read the Bible every day, journal at least 3 times a week. Use the weekly section of my Hobonichi planner. So, okay, I have been journaling. So my Hobonichi planner comes with a monthly, a weekly, and daily pages. And so I've been really good with the monthly because you don't have to set that up one time, but actually not because I haven't been filling it in. But I have not been using the weekly section. I think I set up the weekly section like maybe twice, but I have not used it. So next week, February the 3rd is when we're going to start using the weekly section, and I need to make sure that I'm filling it out, everything, that I'm decorating, that I am using this planner, this $63 planner, as I should. Now, I feel like even with the journaling, I'm getting my money's worth, but I want to be able to use it all the time and get kind of into it, because I think that's something that I want to use again for next year, so I need to make sure that I'm using it this year. Get my hair done at the salon. So y'all see these braids, they gotta go, but they're gonna be gone soon. Next time y'all see me, they're gonna be gone. And sis gonna have her hair pressed and silk pressed it. You guys know I am going natural, so I am probably 12 to 15 months post relax or something like that. And so we're transitioning. We're not doing the big chop, I guess. Alicia don't scare me to death. So we're not going to big chop. I did buy a wig that's supposed to be like a natural wig, but I got to get that together because I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to get our hair done. We're going to get a little trim, and I'll take you guys along. So we're doing that. Book a massage. I did not book a massage in January. January was just so busy, out the box, a lot going on. I didn't get to book a massage, so I want to book one. And then look into booking a facial. So on my solo bingo, if you guys saw that for book club, I wanted to get a facial. I've never had a facial. Alicia highly talks about them at the place we go, the Woodhouse Spa. She gets them there all the time. So I'm going to kind of talk to her about what kind of facial she gets. Do they do like a consultation? I don't know what kind of skin type I got. I don't know nothing, child. I don't know nothing about it. I just use a regular, whatever products I can find that somebody send me or she give me, and that's it. So I want to look into booking a facial. Look into booking one. I'm not saying we're going to get one this month because they're expensive. We might have to save up. Now, I've already prepaid for my massages, so I don't really have to pay nothing but like, gratuity, and then I'll get the little stones. So it'd be like $40, $50 extra, so I can budget for that. But I haven't budgeted for a full-blown facial, so we have to work on that. So that's my personal. So moving on to YouTube. So I told you guys, I think in the last reset, we're not going to be doing no subscribers, no goal. Like, whoever subscribe. Whoever watch. Like, I have no control over it whatsoever. All I can do is, as somebody told me, be my awesome self. Thank you, girl. And post my videos and they will come. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna post these videos and they will come, and y'all will come, and if y'all will watch, okay? And if they want to subscribe, they will. If they don't, they don't. I don't know what else to say. So we are going to upload 12 videos in February. As you can see, the number has gone up. Why has the number gone up? Because y'all don't convince me to start back doing Sunday videos. That's why. I was supposed to be giving up Sunday videos, but I think we have something that we can actually do. I have some things that we can do. So, we're always going to do the monthly reset, and then we're going to have the two what I wore in a week. As you guys know, my motto for this year is 1 year, 1 closet. And so I am trying to wear my clothes. So by me doing what I wore in a week, it helps me to use what I have in different ways, and to also show you guys that I am using just what's in my closet, and that's all I got in the premises behind it. And so that's great. And then the other one would be about my decluttering. You guys all want to know about decluttering, like before and afters, my thoughts, why, this, that, and the other. So we're going to do some like decluttering recaps, maybe some decluttering, I don't know, sections or something. Who knows, child? We're going to figure it out. So now that y'all don't came up with some videos for me, I guess we back to the 3 videos a week. And then post 10 YouTube shorts. That ain't my goal. That's Alicia's goal for me. She was like, I need you to post some YouTube shorts. She really want me to post on Instagram. So if I can post 10 YouTube shorts, then I can post them same ones on Instagram, is what she's saying. Tell her leave me alone, y'all. Tell her leave me alone. I don't like Instagram like that. I don't like it, but she told me I got to do it. So that is what we're trying to do. So whatever you see on Instagram will be on YouTube too. So don't say you saw it twice, because you will. So those are my business goals for the month of February. So let me know some of your goals for the month of February. Put them down in the comments, and let's, start a conversation and support each other, because we need all the support we can get. Okay. 2025 through 2029 finna be a ish show. Okay. So we need all the support, all the help, all the love, all the nice and kindness that we can get for the next 4 years. Okay. All right. So let's move on to my monthly favorites. All right, you guys. So moving on to the monthly favorites. I don't really have that many, to be honest. There was nothing that I was just so into in the month of January that I just had to tell y'all about it. So we're just going to talk about a couple things. So for my wardrobe, I'm glad my wardrobe is clean and decluttered. That's it. That's my favorite thing about the wardrobe in January. It is clean and it's decluttered. And then the second thing is the new wardrobe app that I can log my outfits and kind of see what I'm wearing and not wearing, and what to get rid of. Lady, a lot of people ask me about, why I use the app and what's the purpose. And it's basically to see what you're wearing, because if you put everything in there and then you log your outfits every day, or mostly every day, then you'll be able to see what you love, because you're going to wear the things you love all the time, and then you're going to see things that you ain't never worn in the last year. Get rid of it, sis. So it kind of helps you, because you're not going to be able to see that in the closet. You just throw stuff in there, put it back in there, but you don't remember what you wore or not wore. But if you have a app going back, and you can scroll back through your history, and it can tell you, hey, you wore this, but this you wore 0 times, because it literally tells you how many times you wore each item that you've put in there. And then it'll tell you all the items that you have 0 wear, and then you can make a decision from there and say, hey, I guess I don't need this because I ain't wore it never, and it's been a whole year. So that's kind of what the purpose of. I didn't have anything from home. I ain't read no book, so I ain't got no book. Shows on TV. I watched Greenleaf. I'm on season 4, almost finished. So that show, wow, y'all, it's wild. And then Carry On, the movie. I think it was a Christmas movie. I think it came out in December, but somebody said something about it in January, and I watched it. Actually, really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed I want to say I said something about it in the vlog. I enjoyed the police officer. She was a black lady main character, along with the other guy and his girl and the 2 other guys. But I thought it was a really good movie. Actually, really good. I enjoyed it. And then for music, I made me a praise and worship playlist, baby. I'm a 90s girl, so I do all the Kirk Franklin, Donnie McClurkin, Hezekiah Walker. Like, those are the kind of stuff that I got on my playlist, and I be in here jamming, baby. I've listened to it the other day. I did not want to go to work, right? I didn't want to go to work, and I was like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something to make me, get out of this funk about going to work. And I put that playlist on, child. Let me tell you something. Jesus got me together on the way to work. By the time I got to work, I was a happy-go-lucky somebody. Everybody at work was like, "Oh, you so happy that?" Yeah, Jesus got me that part. So me and my friend was actually talking about it, and she helped me create the rest of my playlist. And I didn't go to work next day, and she sent me a text message. She like, "Girl, Hosanna." She said, "I almost shouted in my seat today." I was like, "Yeah, girl." I was like, "Yes, that's the song." But that's what I've been loving when it comes to music. So those are my favorites for the month of January. Let me know some of your favorites down below, and give me some tips on things that I should watch, listen to, try out, whatever the case may be, and I'll check them out. All right, you guys. So thank you so much for joining me for this monthly reset. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss not another video. Not another video from your girl. And I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.